Hi, I'm Jo. Welcome to my video all about numerology. I'm going to tell you a bit about what numerology is and how you can use it to help understand yourself or a loved one. Plus, I'll also tell you about the meaning of your day force number, and this is the number of the day on which you were born. For instance, the 5th or the 10th or the 15th or the 17th of the month and so on. Now, numerology is thought to have been used as long ago as in Atlantis, and one of the early numerologists that we know about was Pythagoras, who lived in the 500s BC. And as you may already know, he was an ancient Greek mathematician, philosopher, and also a scientist. And a lot of modern-day numerology is actually influenced by his theories. So, numerology is a very old system, and it's based on the meaning and energy of numbers. And it's really an amazing symbolic language which can be used in relation to our names and our dates of birth to help us understand ourselves better. Now, there are 5 particularly useful numerology calculations that you can do. And the first is your day force number. The second is called your life path number. The third is your destiny number. The fourth is your heart's desire number. And the fifth is your personality number. So let's look at each number in a bit more detail. Now, you're a day force number 1 if you were born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th or the 28th of any month. And this number 1 shows that you like to be in charge. You're an independent kind of a person, self-reliant, and you make a good leader, and you'll tend to go into that leadership role quite easily. Now, you'd enjoy being self-employed, and you'd probably hate being in a job where someone was telling you what to do. A day force 1 person means that you need time to yourself, and it's important if you have a partner that they understand this and give you your own space when you need it. Now, Lisa Marie Presley and also Lady Gaga are both people who are a day force 1. Now, there's lots more to know about a day force 1, and I've put all of that information in written format on my website, so you can find out more there if you are a day force 1 person, or if you know someone who is and you want to find out a bit more about them. Now, you're a day force 2 number if you were born on the 2nd or the 20th of any month. And this number 2 shows that you're very sensitive, caring and kind. You're a peacemaker and you excel at settling disputes and also rows. You can be over fanatical about cleanliness and neatness, so you might be a bit of a neat freak and maybe drive your partner up the wall by clearing up everything too quickly, maybe taking the dinner plate away before they've even finished. Now, Sophia Loren is an example of a day force 2 person, okay? And again, you can find out more on my website. So I won't keep saying that, but just to say that on this video, so as not to make it horrendously long, I'm just giving you a little snippet about each number here. Now, moving on to day force 3 numbers. If you were born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st or the 30th of any month, then you are a day force 3. And this number 3 shows that you're a very expressive person. Many 3s are actors. You're bubbly, outgoing, and also can be a bit of a joker. You're also a positive person and tend to be lucky with money. Mel Gibson is a day force 3, and so is Gene Hackman. Now, if you were born on the 4th, the 13th or the 31st of any month, you're a day force 4 person. And this number 4 shows that you are a down-to-earth, practical kind of a person who likes a regular daily routine in your life. You need security and stability, and you're very self-reliant. And Justin Timberlake is an example of a day force 4 person. Now, your day force number is a 5 if you were born on the 5th, the 14th or the 23rd of any month. Now, 5s are great communicators. You also need a lot of freedom and flexibility in your life. You don't like to be tied down. And you're the opposite of a 4 in that any regular daily routine would actually stifle you. You're probably someone who enjoys adrenaline sports if you're a day force 5. And 2 famous people who are day force 5s are Bruce Springsteen and also Walt Disney. Now, let's move on to the day force number 6. Now, you're a day force 6 if your birthday is the 6th, the 15th or the 24th of any month. Now, 6s like to be part of a group. They aren't loners. You're helpful to others, you tend to work hard and have a love of food, and you'd excel as a chef. Now, love is incredibly important to sixes, more so than some of the other numbers. But you need to make sure when you are in a relationship that you don't tend to put your partner on a pedestal and think that they're more perfect than they really are, else you might get let down later on. Eva Longoria and Will I Am are two day force 6 people. Now, you're a day force 7 person if you were born on the 7th, the 16th or the 25th of any month. Now, 7s are the perfectionists. You can be also very self-critical and can be a bit critical of others if they don't reach your high standards. You're very intuitive, so you can use that to guide yourself. You also have a good sense of humour and a strong mind. Now, one tip is you do well to express your feelings more rather than keeping them all to yourself if you want to help your relationships. Simon Cowell is a day force 7 and so is the tennis player John McEnroe. Now, you're a day force 8 person if your birthday is the 8th, the 17th or the 26th of any month. Now, this number 8 shows that you have two sides to yourself. You're also good at seeing both sides of a situation. And interestingly, if you look at the shape of the number 8, it's two joined circles. So that will help you to remember that the quality of the number 8 is having these two different sides. Now, money is very strongly associated with the number 8, but this can go either way. You can get the positive side of money or you can get the negative side, in other words, lack and debts. Now, you can find that you can experience both sides of this number, so you need to use positive thinking, positive action and visualising the positive side of things to ensure good luck with money if you're a day force 8. Now, the pop star Pink is a number 8 and also Michelle Obama also, as was the actor Peter Sellers. And again, you can find out in more detail on my website. Now, moving on to a day force 9, if your birthday was on the 9th, the 18th or the 27th of any month, you're a day force 9. And this number shows that you're someone who gets on with just about everyone. You don't tend to judge other people. And although you can be a bit of a perfectionist, you have a nice laid-back quality. Now, life tends to send you a lot of challenges with this number, but your character will be shaped by these challenges. So try and see these challenges and trials that life sends your way as a positive thing if you can. You're ideally suited to an acting career. Now, two famous people who are day force 9s are Whitney Houston and also Quentin Tarantino. And there's more examples of famous people for all of the numbers on my site. Now, moving on to the day force 11, if you were born on the 11th or the 29th of any month, that is your number. And this master number 11 shows that you're someone who believes anything is possible. You simply don't use the word can't. You're a great communicator and are especially good at inspiring other people. And if you help others in a selfless way, you can actually become very wealthy and successful. The only thing that could hold you back is your lazy side. So it'd be a shame to let all your talents go to waste by being a bit lazy. And Oprah Winfrey is a day force 11, and I think she's a fantastic example of the positive side of this number. Now let's move on to 22. Your day force number is the number 22, only if you were born on the 22nd of any month. And again, this is a master number, and the number 22 shows that you have a great ability to gather and remember facts. But you need to try and be more patient with those who aren't quite as quick and capable as you. Because you live on your nerves, it's important that you take time out to rest and recharge, but you'll probably find it quite difficult to do so. But if you don't do that, you'll find you really wear yourself out. Now, like with the master number 11, you'll reap the best rewards when your work helps others. Now, Meryl Streep is one example of a day force 22.